Are 100% commission sales roles a good thing, or are they something that you should be running to the hills from? Now, I have mixed opinions about this, and so I just wanted to share my thoughts because it's something that we're exploring right now for our company. So, obviously, with a 100% commission role, there's essentially no guaranteed income. There's no base. You only make money when you sell. Now, there's very much the argument of, well, actually, you should be paid in proportion to the value that you provide. So, surely, if you're making more sales, you should be paid more. But then, of course, there's also the argument of, well, if you're doing work, shouldn't you be paid for that? But what if it's providing no value? And I've been thinking about it because previously all of our salespeople have been on a base plus commission. But I've not always felt, and this is not true of all of our sales team, by the way, we have got some great people, but some people have come in and not necessarily just been that motivated to do the work at all. And especially with a remote role, it's kind of difficult because you're not physically there in person to help motivate them by being there. So it's a little tricky to kind of keep that momentum going. And I've previously always been of the belief that, like, well, if you've got no base, why would you be motivated to do anything at all? Like, people will just apply for the role and then do nothing. But I thought about it the other day and I actually realized those people who want the base and want the security of that consistent pay aren't going to be signing up for the role in the first place because they'd be like, well, no, I don't like this deal, right? So it made me think about it that actually it probably is going to bring you more motivated people. And as long as your compensation structure is fair, such that somebody who is performing well is being overcompensated, as opposed to somebody performing well being compensated averagely, then I think it should work. And I think that salespeople should feel comfortable going into a 100% commission role as long as they back and know the product. Because if you don't back yourself to sell, then in all honesty, if you can't provide that value to a company, then maybe that shouldn't be the role for you. You know, a lot of companies, regardless of whether you're commission only or not, will provide the training for a role. But if you've done that training, you still can't perform, then is it fair to kind of keep you in that role and keep paying you for something that you're not delivering? I think sales obviously is a very interesting one to look at because it is so directly linked with the performance of the company as a whole, whereas other roles such as fulfillment are less so, but still obviously linked. So what we're trying out right now is we're offering a role which is 100% commission, and people performing averagely will actually earn higher than the salaried version of this role would earn. But I guess it's the risk that's to reward them and compensate them for the fact that they've gone out and learned how to close, and that they're taking the risk, I guess, that they 1 week might have less sales, 1 week they might have more. And that's how it balances out. But ultimately, I think if you truly believe in your skill, you should back yourself for a 100% commission role. And if you don't believe in your skill, then maybe there's a little bit more work to do there before you step into a role like that. On that note, we are hiring for this role. The OTE is between 47 and 56K per annum. So it's not crazy money, and I'm not going to promise something unrealistic that nobody can achieve, but that's kind of the average that people would be earning in this role. So if you are interested, pop us a message on hello@mathstutors.online and we'll see what we can do.